Sir, I would also like to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for presenting the budget speech the other day. And there are a few items which I would like to highlight as to what we have already also deliberated in different occasions in the form of motions and questions. But I would like to go back to the question of the traffic congestion, which is a major hindrance in the entire city of Meghalaya, Shillong, especially pertaining to my constituency, which is Nongthymmai. So, as I had mentioned earlier, we had received a report from STEMS, which is a society which runs the school buses. And I would like to read out a few items or testimonials which will justify the presence of STEMS and how to amplify its use and utility all over the Shillong conglomerate. It says 60% of parents said STEMS is just 500 meters away, which means each child can access a STEM bus just about walking just 500 meters. Number two, sir, 65% of parents wait for under 5 minutes, which was earlier for 88 minutes, has come down to 5 minutes. Third is 88% of parents are satisfied with STEM service. Then, sir, another portion is written here. 94% of parents stress reduced to STEMs. 82% of kids feel less stressed during commutes, which is very important because the students say that they feel less stressed when they are traveling to school. And plus 5 new friends by each kid improving their social cohesion. So these are the few points that indicates that if we push the use of STEMS buses in all the schools around Shillong, the traffic congestion will come down drastically, which will also result in a savings of money to the families and employment to the drivers, to the attendants, and so on and so forth. So to put it in a nutshell, sir, this STEMS has become a good success. We should therefore put our heads together to ensure that all schools start using these buses, whereby the use of private vehicles will be reduced to an extent which may therefore ease traffic congestion. So number 2 is a question which was raised by the honourable member from Amlarem had said about the trucks or accident vehicles being strewn all across the city and elsewhere. So I can say from my experience, most of the police stations, including Morakaneng, Madanrating, Laimukra, Lumdingjili, Nongpo, Burniart, everywhere, there are all accident vehicles lying around. And some have even been formed part of the landscape because they have been there for such a long time. The point is you remove them, but where do you put them? Therefore, I would like to request the government, if they can identify spots, areas, where the creation of a vehicle pound is an area where impounded vehicles are kept. It could be accident vehicles, it could be vehicles which are towed, and so on and so forth. Thereby, making sure that these vehicles do not add to the congestion. Sir, Madanrating police station, you will see that the entire station is full of these vehicles. And they are very sight which is not pleasing to the eyes. Therefore, if a pound is created in different locations, it will go a long way to ease the congestion, and also, the sight of a mangled up truck or a burnt up bus or a vehicle which is damaged has sometimes a psychological effect on people. especially children, and the accidents that have taken place and the deaths that have occurred. So if you have a pound in different locations, especially in around the city, including like Barnihat police station, so if you go, there's a line of vehicles which sometimes you will think this become a forest. The foliage has covered the entire vehicles. And that's your first approach to Shillong, and you get the first impression, it's a very, not a good one. Therefore, I would request the government to look into this and create pounds where you can tow the vehicle somewhere. And then the due process of law can take place and hand it over to the owner, sir. So number 3 is a lot of my friends from the Treasury bench would like to thank the Chief Minister all the time for all what they have got as schemes and all that. But sir, Nongthymmai, I still have to find a reason to thank the Honorable Chief Minister because he has not given us any schemes. Whether it is roads, the roads are still in the dilapidated condition, and also considering the half the cabinet lived there, which I had mentioned earlier.
So you want to condemn Chief Minister?
Not now, I'll take my time. But surely once he does justice, because I had spoken, there are many roads which can be broadened. For the benefit of who? For the benefit of the people, for the benefit of people traveling, for the travelers who crisscross this entire Shillong city, either to come into it or go to New Shillong. So these things are taken care of, and I had mentioned earlier about the bridge connecting MES to Umpling and then to New Shillong, which the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister has taken note, and I hope that that bridge is constructed very soon. So these are a few points, and yes, sir, since there's a paucity of time, let me allow some of my time to other members so they can talk a little longer. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.